Okay, come on, screen, kick on here and let me see it. Okay, I'm assuming we're live. We're gonna start this live stream right here with me asking some favors from y'all. Brand new computer, brand new streaming platform, brand new camera, new mics, testing all this out for the first time. Can you even see or hear us right now? I told you we were going to try to have a little bit better equipment this week, but man, oh man, has it been an absolute. Have a little bit better equipment this week. Okay.
Yeah.
I tested is our mouth matching up with it?
It's still
We're
loading.
watching our own live stream. Well, you out here buffering. And an absolute. Have a little bit better equipment this week. Okay. All right. We're killing everybody with the double. So yes, y'all please keep giving me.
I'm turning it down. That's
All right,
okay.
y'all please keep giving me feedback throughout this live stream. So like I said, we're running mics now. I got to remember not to scream at y'all now because y'all can probably hear so much better. We got fans going. Y'all shouldn't be able to hear that now. New DSLR camera, new laptop. I finally decided to go ahead and invest in the channel here. New streaming platform. Had to download new software, and I am not IT savvy at all. So this has been a nightmare for me. I'm like my blood pressure's through the roof dealing with this a little while ago. Now here's the other crazy thing that could happen. I think I have got the right software downloaded, but DSLR cameras power themselves off after 30 minutes. So if that happens, I'm going to grab my phone and we'll restart the live stream.
Oh my gracious.
But the software I've downloaded is supposed to be okay, and that's not supposed to be a problem. Hopefully y'all can't hear the roosters that are going crazy in the background now, because now that I'm yelling, they're yelling. Okay. So I have made some adjustments on the camera for brightness, and I see I could go a little lighter. That's the beauty of having a new camera and microphones. Now things should get a little more professional, but it's going to take us several live streams and several weeks to figure this out. So y'all please bear with us. So I'm going to read some of your comments real quick. Sounds good. Lighting not so good. Yep. I may try to go ahead and adjust some of that right now. Let's do that. Problem is, I can finally do that now, but I'm going to wind up washing out everything in the background by jumping up the ISO on this camera to get our faces lit up. So let's play with that a little. Tiffany, keep reading. Let's make sure this all looks good. Nobody having issues.
Chris is like, Tiffany, please move to the other side. I'm like, yeah, I know. We're throwing everybody off now by me being over here. But I think it's going to work out good with me sitting here, Andrew sitting over here, so that whenever I'm getting ready for the food, we don't have to move everything around. So
plus, I have all my stuff plugged in over there.
Permanent spot. All right, let's see here. Now I'm saying the same thing you said.
Let's see here. All right, y'all. I'm adjusting the ISO and a few things on this camera.
Yes, it's a lot brighter now.
Okay,
much better.
Yep, the background is going to get a little washed out with me doing that, but we can probably make us look a little better. And I'm not going to nail it all on tonight's live stream. There's way too much new stuff to play with here. So I had to wind up getting a new computer because my other one was so old, it was making editing a nightmare because it was so slow. Starting to have a few little issues too. It would not work with this new DSLR camera, allowing streaming, new softwares. It was just an old, cheap computer. So we invested in a new one of those, which, oh my goodness, on Amazon Prime Day last week, got us a new DSLR camera, which I've already been recording with. So y'all have probably seen some picture getting a little better, although I am no photographer and I've got my settings all out of whack. I'll research and read on that. And hopefully the audio's better. Miss Lee, I see that you're on. You're always saying, Tiffany, speak up. And I've got the mics turned all the way down because they get so loud. So Miss Lee, please let us know, how do we sound tonight and how does Tiffany sound, especially when she's away and cooking. Everything should slowly get better here. We're trying to be a little more professional, although I'm quite certain our live streams are always going to be as chaotic as they possibly can be. Seems like we can never get them figured out. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll go ahead and kick this off. It is 5:04 p.m. Eastern on October the 30th, the day before Halloween. If you're watching this back later, thank you so much for watching. We do allow replays. And speaking of that, a lot of people mentioned y'all watch back after the fact and you couldn't see the live comments. Well, lo and behold, now that I'm streaming off of webcam software today, I seen a button that I could click, and so it allows y'all to see all the live comments as we're all commenting right now and chatting back and forth. So I'm glad I found that, because I had several people say, hey, we like to watch back later. We can't catch you live, but we like to read everybody's comments and see all the interaction that's going on. Where are the comments? And I couldn't figure it out for the life of me because I've been streaming on mobile. Well, doing webcam today, or doing it on the PC with the webcam software. There it is. I clicked it. So hopefully if you're watching this back later, now you can see everybody over here chatting, talking about cow camp season and cash and everything else. And, you know, everything else they talk about there. All right. So Kitchen Hero says, question, trying to convince my suburban raised wife to live on property. Oh boy. She is nervous about security. Any tips? All right. So I don't have a whole lot of big city experience. She used to live over near Jacksonville. And although she was kind of out in the country too, I can tell you my gut feeling is you're talking about security and all. If you're talking about theft and people, my gut is you are 10 times more secure in the country with good old country folks that don't seem to ever want any problems than you are in the city. You just hardly ever hear of crime or any issues going on out here. Everybody knows everybody. There goes that country song. Neighbors are good people. Uh-oh. You find her. My camera's telling me something. I was hoping it wasn't telling me it's powering down. But if you're talking about actual, break-ins, robberies, security of people, the country is one of the safest places I've ever known. Like you always hear about people here leaving their vehicles running when they go in the store, although I don't recommend it. People talking about, oh, I used to leave my doors open, this, that, and other. Like I don't hear of anybody getting broken into, any issues. I've only heard of that a handful of times in my life. Now you'll read about it in the paper and some other stuff, but
Yeah, there'll be some sprees every
yeah.
now and then in communities, but
Now if
other
you're
than that, not out here in the country.
So if you're talking security for animals and other things like that, it's just not of any concern. I think once people get out in the country and realize how peaceful and quiet it is and just how more simplistic it is, so you can actually focus and think and enjoy life. I think a lot of people enjoy that. Now, with that said, there's plenty of people that have no desire to come out in the country. They want to be near shops and conveniences and all that. And I totally understand that too. Different strokes for different folks. So you may be trying to convince somebody that just doesn't have the passion or desire for it. Now, one thing I can recommend is start taking you some vacations out to the country. Go to a mountain home, this, that, and the other. Spend a week, see if you can handle the solitude, the forced relaxation, and the other stuff that comes along with it. Now, with that said, it depends on what size property you're talking about. It's going to be a lot of work, and there's a lot to it. Man, we could have a conversation for a solid hour about that. All I can say is don't convince somebody that doesn't want to do something into something, because usually that's a bad scenario. But a lot of times people don't know about a situation until they actually experience. So start taking some vacations, hanging
That's a
out,
good idea.
and
Yeah.
and experiencing the solitude of country. But as far as security goes, no, not at all. I feel 10 times safer right here than I ever do in the city, ever do, without a doubt. Okay. So Larry says, watching on both computer and TV. TV is crystal clear. Computer's a little fuzzy. Sounds like that might be on your end right
I know
there.
my phone's a little fuzzy, but your computer's clear. So
My
I was like,
computer is super clear for once.
so I don't know.
Well, this is a much nicer camera we're streaming on today. Although I don't have it set up for 4K. I think I think we can only stream in 720p on what am I on right now? I'm on the YouTube software. I'm going to try StreamYard software next week. That's where I can start adding backgrounds and music and hopefully start streaming to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I'm going to start trying all this stuff. I can go up to 1080p there. I may have to pay to do that. So I'm still figuring all this out. But right now I'm being forced to stream at 720, which should still be pretty decent, at least for a live stream. And it should look so much better than my phone did from last week. But eventually we're going to get it up to 1080, true HD. I'll probably do paid software, and we'll try to get to multiple platforms. So bear with us. This is going to be a slow climb to try to get a little bit more professional with these things. But we're investing in the channel. We're investing in the live streams and y'all, and equipment, and trying to make this look a little better. So it's definitely a business. It is. So, okay, I figured this question was coming up at a certain point. So, Chris says, question. Have you talked to Mr. Doug? So, yes, for people who don't know, Mr. Doug has been an amazing person on the chats and live stream and channel. Follows for a while, most generous person we ever met, and a lot of people have just fell in love with his generosity and everything else. So, without getting into Mr. Doug's too much personal business, I did ask permission for him to mention some things, but he's got some stuff going on, and I'll just say medical wise. And y'all remember I asked for some prayers a couple live streams back, some unspoken requests, and that's absolutely who it's for. So he's alive and well. So yeah, I'll go ahead and answer that for you. But he's got some stuff going on, and I'm not spilling his business and all out there, but I will ask for anybody that believes in prayer or whatever you may believe in, if you can put some of those out toward
Absolutely.
Mr. Doug and what he's got going on in his life right now. Man, I'd truly, truly appreciate it. And I know he would too. He told me he has, and he told me to tell y'all, thank y'all for all the people that has been praying and thinking about him. But yeah, I talk to him a couple times a week. He's just got a lot going on. I'll just kind of leave it at that. But yeah, he's still around. Absolutely. So just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Please do that. Let's see here. So closed caption doesn't work on live stream. YouTube adds that later, says Wade. I'm not really sure. I know I have the option of adding that to videos, but I think you're exactly right. I think it has to post process. Actually, I know you're exactly right, because a lot of times it'll tell me, do my country slang, that it can't figure out what the heck I'm saying.
I can only imagine what
It
it would come
guesses
up
the
with.
wildest words. For those of y'all that do watch me in closed caption, oh, I bet it is absolutely hilarious,
I bet.
because I'm horrible. So let me back up here real quick. Kitchen Hero, thank you so much for your donation there. It said, awesome. Thank you. Yes. She watches all those shows where her being attacked at in the country property, so it's hard to convince her otherwise. Man, I'm telling you, at least not where I live. Don't get me wrong. There's good cities, there's bad cities, there's good parts of the country and rural living, and there's bad parts. I have grown up out in the country my entire life, and typically the people that you run into out here are just simple, don't want to be bothered, don't want to bother nobody. I'll bend over backwards, help my neighbor type of people. They just enjoy the land and enjoy living this lifestyle and will help anybody. Like, that's always been my experience. We have yet to really have a bad neighbor that I can think of. And you're going to have that. You may move right in next to somebody and it's a bad experience, but the country is just been one of the safest, kindest places for me. I'm telling you, I can go knock on a stranger's door around here. I truly feel like, and tell them I'm broke down or whatever. And while times are changing and it's not quite like it used to be, I just about guarantee that person's going to invite you in, use the phone, help you out, whatever. I seriously doubt you get that in a lot of cities, because there's just a lot more crime and a lot more unknown. But I don't want to bash the cities. I know a lot of y'all live there, and I'm not doing that. So I hope y'all understand that. I'm just saying my point of view from the country is nothing, no concern at all. There's no other place I'd rather live.
Right,
Absolutely not.
exactly.
So thank you so much for your donation there. Truly do
you.
appreciate you. Now I got to get back to the chat on this new software. Ha, there it is.
So we have Bruce up here who says he cooked your tenderloin and it was amazing. I'm trying to find
Awesome.
the comment, and then there was someone else too. Let me see.
Yes. So if you're new,
Where is it at?
by all means, ask your comment over and over. This new streaming platform I'm on tonight, it's not letting me see as many comments, so I'm going to randomly scroll up and catch a few. But you can ask it. Let's see here. What did Julie say right there? Weird. The new software live chat comments are white with no background. Well, you're exactly right. I'm noticing that right now, and I think that's because whenever I first clicked on this, I think there was a button for. What's up, buddy?
They're just fighting over their bones.
Fighting over bones, or the puppies that y'all can't see because I got the camera so washed out. So, Julie, I believe there was a button for like a nighttime viewing, daytime viewing, and I think I flew through it and probably hit the wrong thing. But hopefully, y'all can read the comments okay. I'm going to be using a brand new software next week. So, what I'll probably do is later in the week, maybe Sunday after lunch or mid Sunday, I may do a test live stream, just randomly pop it up and allow a few of y'all to get on that with me and give me some feedback on how things look. I'll just stream off a completely different platform that gives us even more room for growth. Oh, let's see what else we got going on. So Sharon brings up a good question to where I can stop and take a sip of some Powerade. What are we cooking tonight? Yes, I'm thirsty.
We are going to do a seafood linguine.
Yeah.
In a wok. I'm excited about it. Something different. We don't do a whole lot of seafood. Just because Andrew's allergic to everything. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm allergic to everything,
He's
but I'm
allergic to shrimp
and lobster,
lobster,
and now crawfish.
and hopefully that's it. So we're gonna do like a modified seafood linguine. So
Yes.
I'm super excited.
So that should be good. So y'all don't knock her for grabbing some of the things that she had to grab, because well, fresh seafood's outrageous and hard to get around here right now for some weird reason, even though we live near the coast. And again, like she said, I'm allergic to so many different things that randomly popped up in my adult life. She can't just throw everything in there. I wish we could do shrimp so bad. I love shrimp, but
so
I developed an adult allergy to them. Now my throat swells up, so we got to do like fake crab, and we're gonna do some scallops and stuff like that at night. It'd be good anyways, and it's something new to try. As you can see, we're breaking away from the Blackstone a little bit, but we're going to go right back to the Blackstone, so don't worry about
I had
that.
to change it up a little bit.
Okay. Okay, so Linda says your voice comes and goes. Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Y'all please keep giving me
Nobody else has
feedback through
mentioned
this
it, so
whole live
hopefully,
stream. Y'all hearing us okay?
yeah.
Both of us, now that we're using mics, we look okay. I want constant feedback. That way I can know what to do on next
Yeah, I'm
week's.
kind of confused of why it's fuzzy on my phone, but not on your computer. So I don't know if maybe it's my quality,
Yeah, it
my video
probably is.
quality.
It
So that might
probably.
help some
Oh yeah,
people.
you're on 144p. No wonder.
Okay, so if it is, you want to
Well,
tell them?
don't go too terribly high because well, the TVs are hooked up. I'm hooked up.
Okay.
That's hooked
Well,
up.
they may need to know that. So if it's fuzzy on their end, their quality might be
Yeah, your
low.
video quality. For some reason, hers is low. Mine's high. So that might be why some of y'all are seeing us great on your TV, and that depends on your internet, your settings, all that good stuff. So we don't have to figure that all out tonight, do we? So Robert, thank you very much. Another generous donation there. So some gas money to go on a fishing trip. Oh boy, don't get me started. And how did the mag drill work since you've been using it? That thing is amazing. So I'll be honest, I haven't used it much more than what you've seen on the show because let's talk about the stairs. Everybody knows that's the big new series coming up. I got into doing the woodwork on the stairs last week and was going to dive into some metalwork, and I have been doing woodwork for I don't know how many days straight, y'all. I can't explain the level of detail going into sandwiching what's essentially a bunch of 2x4s together, but I'm trying to trim and sand everything down and glue it, and sand it some more and route it to the point that it looks like true, good quality laminated wood. And I have fell in a woodworking hole. I even worked for a little while today doing woodwork, and my tools are actually still all sitting out there. So I'll be doing all the metalwork this coming up week once I stain and polycoat. I've done built the landing platform and all the stair treads. So here's the way that the stair series is about to work. I'm going to release my first video, which will be the landing platform. Actually, believe it or not, I've been back and forth with the engineer all day long today on the stairs. We made a last minute change that makes us both feel a little more comfortable about the weight that this is going to have. Um, so the first video will be the landing platform with these new changes. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to get that video out till the end of the week or next weekend at the earliest. This is a huge project with crazy level of detail right here. So that'll be the first video. Right behind that will be the stair treads and the I-beam. So we'll get stairs and a landing platform. Then we'll move into all the railing work and fine detail work to finish it all out. It's going to be a several week series, and I'm going to be doing the best I can to get one video out a week, to be perfectly honest with y'all, on the stairs. And then there'll be an occasional, maybe another cooking video or some stuff like that. So videos are going to be very sparse next few weeks, but this is a series that a lot of people have been waiting on, and I am loving. I'm loving the level of detail and work I get to do here. I'm working with some of the biggest metal I've ever worked with. I've never laminated wood like this and worked it down and sanded it like this. It's turning out pretty stinking good, I think. So I'm excited to get this series out, and I'll do a lot of editing on it too. So it's coming. It's coming. So thank you very much, Robert. Truly appreciate it. And I went on and on and on right there, didn't I? Okay, I've missed about 75 comments. I do apologize for that. Let's see here. So Sue says, wear safety glasses with the mag drill. You're right. I do need to do that. Metal shavings can jump out of there. And what else we got? So the dogs are having a good time in the background, says Janet, as
We
always.
figured we'd give them some bones tonight and keep them a little
Don't worry,
occupied.
they'll be biting and fighting and everything else here in just a minute. So Larry says, there he goes. He says, my computer video quality was set to 144p.
Yeah, that's what my phone is
That's as
too.
low as it possibly goes. That's why you were grainy and bad. So if you just went back to 720, the picture should look great.
Right.
Actually, 360 and up tends to honestly look good for something simple like a live stream. So if your internet isn't that fast, 360 usually works good too. But 720 going to look even better. What else we got here? So Eric says, Zoe says, hi, Enter Tiffany. Hello, Zoe. Hopefully your school grades are doing good. I know you always have to jump off for school. You better be making good grades.
Right.
Let's see what else we got here. Rusty says, thanks for all the amazing content. Thank you for watching, Rusty. We appreciate you. And so Wade says,
The chickens want their worms.
yeah, with
They're
these
used to
mics, I doubt y'all hear these roosters, but they're going crazy over there. So Wade says, so basically I have a shellfish allergy. You would think that, Wade, but I can eat crab. And what else can I eat? I haven't had oysters in forever, but I don't like oysters, so I'm not even going to try that.
Yeah, you can eat clams.
I can eat clams. I can
Yeah.
eat Did I just say scallops?
Yeah.
I ain't even thinking
Well, I
straight.
don't know. No, you said oysters or something.
Oh, what did I say before that?
I don't know.
I don't even remember. Oh, I said crab.
Yeah, crab for sure, because we just went crabbing.
So the two things that give me a 100% allergic reaction, throat swelling up and panic, shrimp, lobster. And I was able to eat crawfish up until a couple years ago. They don't just put me in full blown panic, but I can tell something's going on when I eat crawfish. So I've kind of started cutting them out of my life. But that's the three things that I 100% have to avoid. But crazy enough, yeah, I can eat crab and all the other stuff. Makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why, but this allergy jumped on me. I think I was 26 years old, if I remember correctly. So I've had it for quite a while. And I used to eat tons of shrimp growing up, my young adult life. And then all of a sudden one day started bothering me, ate them again because I couldn't figure out what was going on. And it started getting really bad. And then to the points that before where we went in panic, wondering if we're going to have to find an EpiPen or get to the hospital.
We need to get
I do need to get an EpiPen. I absolutely do.
Yeah.
All right, so let's scroll on down here. I have missed so many.
Mr. Miller says,
Who?
"You're not allergic to veggies, are you?"
I'm surprised Miss Redmilla is not saying that. You're not really, you know.
That's what she said. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you said Mr. Somebody.
No,
Okay, yeah, Miss Redmilla. Yeah, no, I'm not allergic to veggies. I swear. It's because we do such bad cooking on live streams and now I do such bad cooking on the smoker, but we do eat veggies. We really do. We love
do.
veggies. I need to get
Hence
you.
the garden we have, which not right now, but
I need to send you a picture just of our freezers. I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of pounds of vegetables in there that we eat, go through every year, and then plant and bring back. So we do. So Mike says the picture a little dark. Yeah, I can adjust that some more, but before long it's going to look like the sun behind us, and you're never going to see out there. Voice says fine. Let's see what else we got here. Fuzzy on my phone too. Well, that might be all streaming quality there. Video, audio, 5 out of 5. Okay, so sounds like we're doing
yeah,
halfway
most
okay.
people says it's fine. So.
Okay, good. I need that feedback.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much. So yeah, Gary says background washed out on my TV, and that's because the way I've got my camera adjusted to light us up. It is so dark here on the porch. It's hard to find a good mix. We can bring some lights out here, but here's the problem: we're starting to get so much junk right here, cords everywhere, charging cords, computers, everything else, and then I have to move all this in just a minute to cook. I don't think we need to bring lights and everything else
See
out
if
here.
we can find something that mounts to the tripod.
It's got to be a super bright light.
Yeah.
We'll
And
keep playing.
Give some.
We'll keep playing. All right. So, Josh, thank you very much. I did not want to miss giving you credit for your donation there. Thank you so very much. Said Freedom Seeds. I think he might have typed too fast. Freedom Seeds. Thank you so very much. Speaking of that.
Oh, it's not showing you. Look at my phone.
What's up? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it says U.S.
So it's just the emoji.
It's the flag. Yeah,
the flag emoji.
Mine says U.S. on it, and hers actually shows the flag. That is very weird. We got new stuff to figure out this week. So now it makes ton more sense. It looks perfect on her phone. So thank you very much, Josh. And speaking of, a few of those might have flew last night.
Yeah, your little box is empty in there.
Yeah, it is. So needless to say, we got home kind of late last night from a fish fry cookout and a birthday party, and armadillos were everywhere, y'all.
Out last night.
Everywhere. We passed them the whole ride here. As soon as we pull in our driveway, they're out. So needless to say, a few of those seeds rang out last night, and this many are no longer with us. That's my best night yet. And I'm talking just a few minutes. So that was a fun night. We put a little dent in the population there. All right, let me scroll on down. So Jay, thank you so very much. She says a little donation for the pool fund from Sophie and Mila. I guess I'm saying that right, or maybe it's Mila. So thank y'all so very much. And that pool's coming. We were just talking about that last night. I just checked the warehouse where we're trying to order our pool from. Still showing out of stock, but they had forewarned me it could be late winter, early spring before they're back in stock. But we're going to jump on that and get it in before the spring rush happens next year and everybody starts thinking about a pool. And I want to build the deck and do the pool while it's still nice and cool out. So thank you so much for that.
Yes,
with everything that has to go along putting the pool in, the filters, and oh my goodness, everything else, that's very much appreciated. We thank you so much. And by the way, I say this every week. If you're new watching our live stream, we do not expect donations. People are just kind and generous and want to give, and it means the world to us. It absolutely does. So thank you for all the people doing that. Thank you for everybody that just watches the videos. That's what keeps this lifestyle going. Thank you for everybody that uses our Amazon store. I can't thank y'all enough for that. Y'all have been so kind and generous there lately. And I can definitely tell there's a couple people with businesses using that store now. Thank y'all so very much. Truly do appreciate y'all. All right, so Mr. Mike says, order 2 more shirts today. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's get him another thank you there. Thank you for everybody that's ordered the new
Yes,
merchandise.
thank you, y'all.
He says they are so comfy and fit great. That's awesome, Mr. Mike. Now I can't remember. Did you get the soft fits or the heavy tees? Because I'm really starting to like
I'm
these.
jealous. I wanted the soft
I'm
ones.
liking these soft fit shirts. They
stretch better too.
I forget what they're called, soft style or something like that. They feel good. Now I will say these,
Yep, soft style.
yeah, these do feel like they maybe shrink up a little more out of the
Really?
washing machine, and the heavy ones didn't.
Hmm.
But they, I mean, they
I
still
don't know.
fit
Mine
great.
seem to get a little bit tight, but not much.
But
It stretches back
thank
out.
you very much, Mr. Mike. Truly do appreciate
Yes,
you.
thank you.
All right, so let's see what else we got going on. Mr. Gray, oh my goodness, I am way behind, aren't I? Thank you, so very much. He says can't stay, but prayers for Mr. Doug. Absolutely,
Yes,
y'all.
thank you.
Please keep Mr. Doug in this situation in your prayers. We truly believe in it, so we appreciate all y'all. And thank you, Mr. Gray, for an
Thank you,
extremely
Mr.
generous
Gray.
donation.
Yes.
Hope you're doing well. I know we haven't caught you much here lately, but good to hear from you. Thank you so
Yes, we're
much.
glad you're on.
All right, so what else we got going on here? Rusty says, can't wait to see the stairs. Me too. I am super excited about it. Oh, so Robert says he used to be able to eat shrimp too. Now he's allergic. That's weird, man. I didn't know adult allergies even existed until one hit me. I had no idea about that. He says, uh, he's allergic to in a way that make his stomach reject food. I kind of am too.
Yeah.
Not only does my throat swell, but I get a sharp pain in my stomach whenever I eat shrimp or lobster. It affects me in 2 places. But I'm talking like feel like you punch me in the stomach or
You normally
stab me
say
there.
your stomach is on fire, burning.
Yeah, it just hurts.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. My body 100% rejects them too. I totally get it. So Robert says the audio is drifting. I wonder if it's just because of you moving, your mouth getting away from the mic some. I don't know. It could be. I might have to. I might have to figure that out. It could be because I'm talking down, then I talk up. So I'll have to watch this back and see if it's too nagging. And if it is, we might just have to run a single mic. But though I was really hoping we could get away with these wireless mics for the simple fact that once Tiffany starts cooking and we got fans on and stuff like that, these do an excellent job of blocking out all that crazy extra noise. So Miss Redbilla says she's still waiting for that picture of a plate with your veggies. That's because I eat all my vegetables off of the plate before we can take that picture. That's what's going on there. What else we got? Do I do home canning? Yes, I do. And I've actually got several videos on the channel of that. I don't do a ton of it. I'm really into pickled stuff. I love that. I did some jams this year. We picked some blackberries off the property. I freeze food is where I do a ton of it. Vacuum sealing and freezing. It's just always worked so well for me. We keep really big deep freezers for that. Kind of the same way that you would can. Now, I have considered getting into canning. So the thing of it is, we don't really like a lot of soups and stuff like that. We've just never got into them. That's typically where I can see the desire to want to can vegetable stews and stuff like that. We tend to make everything, well, I say fresh, but we pull frozen goods out. But my canning is more freezing. We have a huge 25 cubic foot deep freezer out in the shop, and then we have another deep freezer in the house, and then 2 stand-up refrigerators with freezers, and we literally put 1,000+ pounds of vegetables, meats, everything in those every single year. So I guess we've just never got into canning because we freeze. It works out well for us. It really does.
Eventually too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do more canning. There's no doubt about that. All right, what else we got here? So Josh says his brother and friend launched 500 seeds last night carving pumpkins. Well, I guess that's one way to carve a pumpkin, isn't it? And Miss Lee, all right. So you asked, did I get the package that you sent? I did not, and I went by Friday. So I did go check. That doesn't mean it didn't show up Friday after I went by. So our little post office, living out in the middle of nowhere here, is only open from 7 to 11 in the mornings. They are not open on the weekends, so I couldn't go back by yesterday and check. I just about guarantee you it showed up after the fact because they have people deliver after hours to the post office, and I'll have to wind up getting it Monday. So thank you so much for thinking of us and sent some. Can't speak. Sending something out, but no, ma'am, I did not
We'll
get a
keep
chance to
checking.
grab that. We will check it.
And just let her know as soon as you get it. Yep.
Yes, I will.
Did you get her comment up there?
Which one?
Oh, smoke response.
Okay. Oh, yes, man, I am way behind, ain't I? Well, I was about to catch 2 more donations here. So Miss Lee, Thank you very much for extremely generous donation. Smoker supplies. I like your thinking. I like your thinking a lot because I have been upgrading that smoker, and your cooking looks so yummy. Thank you so much. I wish you lived a little closer. I'd send you some,
Yes,
but I
he
don't.
has been cooking up a
I have
storm.
been cooking like crazy here lately, y'all, multiple days a week, and we have been enjoying the heck out of it. Now, like Miss Redmilla said, we probably don't need to be grilling and cooking every meal, and we don't. We absolutely don't. I know that probably isn't the world's best for you, but oh my goodness, the flavor that's been coming out of this food. I did a lot of cooking and not recorded because I feel like I'm killing y'all with too many cooking videos, but oh, some of this stuff has honestly been turning out so good. So thank you, Miss Lee, for the smoker supplies. I can promise you it's going right into it. And then right behind her, Mr. Robert. My goodness, y'all have been so stinking generous tonight.
Yeah.
Said Armadillo Meds. Thank you very much. They do need it. They're hurting. They do need some medicine. All right, let's see what else we got here. So what else we got? Audio sounds good. You sound great. Thank y'all. Really do appreciate the feedback. Man, I'm way behind on comments. Oh, the regular ones. So Mr. Mike says he ordered the regular shirt. Soft one's not available in his size. Bummer. Well, at least they had some different sizes in the other ones. That's one thing I did like about this company. They had so many more sizes than our last shirt company. What else we got? So Jeff says he's binging on the home build and on part 2 of the cabinet installs. All right, so you're good little ways back there, and good job on the wall mount jig. Uh, this process is just amazing. So thank you so very much. I still 100% enjoyed the heck out of building our house, and we're not done. I love the process. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing than figuring all this stuff out. I love a challenge like this. I love building it. So thank y'all for watching and supporting us. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Love, love, love. Do not regret building our house at all. That's a lot of talking. Why don't you talk for a little while?
I'm about to be getting everything warmed up and
Yeah.
going.
All right.
Ooh, they are fighting pretty good back there.
What you boys doing?
Fighting over the bones.
Yeah, they done ate all the meat off the bones. Now they're fighting over the last little
Y'all be
bone
nice.
itself. Let's see here. So, good afternoon, you two. The other day, Andrew was putting water in the dog's pool. Is the metal blue thing on the hose a filter? Yes, it is. So, we have clay silt in our water here. That's probably the worst thing we have in our water. I run whole house filters to filter out our water on the inside to keep it out of ice, sinks, and things like that. On our outside hoses, you get clay silt in the water if you just go run it, which is no problem for water in the yard, water in the garden. Doesn't bother me at all. But whenever I want to fill something like the dog's pool, I just put on one of those little RV filters like that, and it clears it right up. And I sometimes question and wonder why I do that, because the dog jumps right in with muddy feet and dirt and gets it disgusting. But it keeps the water fresher a little longer, keeps
Yeah,
it from
just
getting
a little bit.
slick and things like that.
Yeah.
That's just one thing we've always had with our water here, clay silt. But I can't complain. We don't have hard iron and all a bunch of crazy other stuff. So I just use those little filters to fill up pools. That's all they're there for.
And their water bottles. Yeah.
Yeah, and water bottles, stuff like that, which actually I mainly fill Ruger's water bowl out of the sink on the outside, and that runs through 2 whole house water filters. So Miss Redmilla, you got jokes, huh? She says, I love your electrical work. Y'all ready for some more electrical videos? Oh, goodness. Yeah. So what was it? Jeff that said he was watching all the binging the house building videos. It sounds like you've made it far enough along to get through the electrical, and you're still with us. So good to still have you around. I burnt everybody out on electrical. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't stop. And I still don't regret it. I could think of a couple places I might want a couple more outlets. Would I rather shop Lowe's or Home Depot? That's a heck of a question. Let's see here. Personally, I like Lowe's. Now, with that said, I haven't had a bad experience at Home Depot. They just feel more, their stores are older here, more run down, more outdated. The Lowe's just feels fresher, seems to have a little bit more stuff in it whenever I go to it.
But we have found some really good deals at Home Depot.
We have. I still shop
They're
both.
definitely a place to. I'm yelling. I'm so used to yelling.
Yeah, sorry for blowing you out with
They're
these
definitely the
microphones.
place to look at for anything special that you're looking for a good deal on. I feel like. So.
Yeah, and I get discounts at Lowe's, so I tend to shop there. I have a accounts receivable LAR account with them, so they treat me pretty well. So I usually go to Lowe's first because I like to get that discount, but I have no problem going to Home Depot if I need to. So y'all didn't dress up for Halloween this year, says Sean. Yeah, I guess that would have been
It
today.
kind of slipped past us.
It is absolutely snuck up, slipped past us, and nobody had any Halloween get-togethers or parties this year. Nothing to really jog our memory. The first time we thought about it was last week on the live
When
stream.
somebody mentioned it, and they were like, "Oh, it's kind of."
Yeah.
Too late.
Well, sorry. We're dressing up as YouTubers for Halloween this year. YouTubers.
I'm Andrew. This is Tiffany. We traded spots.
How you doing? Goodness gracious. You got to start saying
We've
all right.
done that. That's been like a popular dress up where people
Yeah, we could put your beard on.
roles. Yeah. That would have been an easy one to do.
I guess so. Got to talk like each other all night. You can say my
Mhm.
all right, all right, all right, or whatever I constantly say. Overdo's what to do, stuff like that. All right. See, here I go. All right. Larry says your electrical work was great. There was a lot of videos, but there was a ton of electrical work in your beautiful home. There was. And I 100% don't regret any of it because electrical is one of those things you better get right the first time because you're not tearing your walls back apart to run a bunch of new lines, at least not easily. So I wanted to go ahead and overdo it from the start and make sure I had everything covered.
All right. Should I go ahead and get everything?
Yeah, but yeah, you know that walk's got to heat up for a
Yeah.
little bit. So
Okay.
go ahead and she's gonna start prepping and getting food ready, and I'll answer a few more questions, and then we'll move the camera around and show some cooking here. Don't forget your mic is on, so anything you say over there, they can't hear and hold against you.
All right. Take it off for a minute so I don't bang around with it.
All right, so Kim wants to know how the weather is here. So I'm looking behind you. It is 81.2 degrees with a nice breeze. Feels good, but I wish it was cooler.
Pretty hot.
So we went from record cold last week, multiple days of frost to welcome to Florida in the 80s this week. And yesterday was overcast, misting rain all day long, off and on, even though it was no chance of rain. I don't know what happened. And half the day today, all this morning was overcast and misting rain and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Took the mic off. Good idea. Andrew's got his mask on. You talking about my old crazy beard I got here? So yeah, we could have put the Blackstone costume on again. I forgot. We still do have that hanging up. Yeah, it's falling apart too. Oh my goodness, my throat is dry. So Gail says, great sound, can hear us both perfectly. Awesome. I was so excited to get microphones going. I was more excited about microphones than I think I was the camera. And I can still adjust the camera and try to get it brighter for y'all. So we'll get all that going next week. So Charlie says, with your new drill, can add an attachment on the tractor. Yeah, that thing will drill through thick frames, anything. And I'm still wanting to play around and figure out how to put like a toolbox and a few other things on the tractor I desperately need. So that'll be a little build that I'll do here in the future. So Linda wants to know, can I share what I've gotten done on the stairs? Yes. So I've started on 2 different videos right now. The first video is supposed to be the platform itself. Second video is going to be the beam and stairs. And I've just decided to dive in and do the woodwork all week long. Woodwork today, and I got to do more woodwork tomorrow, probably about through the middle of this week. So what I've got done is my landing platform is completely done. I've did that completely out of laminated wood. So just to quickly explain this process, I'm trying to keep it DIY and budget friendly, just like I've done the entire house build. I went and bought a bunch of yellow pine lumber and I've been ripping it down, planing it, sanding it, getting it in perfect strips, laminating everything together, gluing it, letting that sit up overnight, planing it all again to get it back smooth, cutting, squaring off the ends, sanding with multiple grit sandpapers, wood puttying, filling, routering the edges, just trying to get all this stuff to look good because I priced wood landing platforms online and thick wood treads. Holy smokes, y'all. I looked at a couple different websites. You're talking $4,000, maybe $5,000 just to get what I needed. And I probably have $200 to $300 in the materials to do all that I've got done right now. But it's literally taking me like a week and a half to do the woodwork. But the savings was astronomical. So 100% I was going to do it. So all the stair treads are almost done. The landing platform's done. And then I have to move into staining them and poly coating. And this week I'm going to start building the metal frame that holds the platform itself. And without sharing too much, it gets complicated because we're doing floating stairs. So there's no poles going down, touching the ground, supporting everything like traditional stairs. That's why I'm also working with an engineer who generously offered all this. The guy's been working with me for free for a while because he's a fan of the channel, reached out. So it's just been amazing. Behind the scenes, I've been giving him my ideas. Hey, I want to do this, want to do that. And he's been going over load calculations, making sure stuff's safe, talking with me, pitching ideas. I'll pitch my ideas to him. Actually, he just emailed me some 3D drawings over, and I need to check out. So that's what's been really taking time with this process. But this is a very intricate, big job for me. I want it to look professional, look right, and most important, I want it to be safe. So trying to float stairs and float a couple thousand pounds with no poles, I'm really glad I got an engineer working with me. But what I was going to do was build it anyways and just overbuild the heck out of it like I typically do. But now at least I got somebody in the background saying, yeah, that's a good idea, or no, that's not, but here's a better idea. So hopefully that answered your question. What? Tiffany's laughing. Good idea, she said. It is a good idea. I mean, I live in the country. I can say whatever I want. She don't making fun of my country slang. I can say whatever I want. There's deer out here in the country. All right. Let's see here. So yes, you need to go fishing, boating, and hunting soon. You're exactly right. Yes, I do. I can't believe I haven't went hunting yet this year, and I went fishing once. This is ridiculous. So, and now the stairs have really got me pinned down, and I want to get my chicken coop going to get the chickens some more room. Priority. But I really need to make a day. Now I am actually, I've been watching the weather. This is the time of year I usually go saltwater fishing and troll for grouper. I am going to make a day for that. We wind up getting a perfect day. I got a buddy that's waiting on a phone call too, and he's going to go with me. Tiffany's waiting too. She said, so maybe we do 2 days. We'll see. We'll get that figured out. No promises there. Let's see what else got here. So I have short over. So plus Julie's comment. Oh yeah, that's the fishing one right there. So Mike says the mic makes you sound great. Made some adjustment and his picture's a lot better. Cool. So we're all figuring this out tonight. So Mr. Jimmy says he wants to be in a tree, but just too tired. Yeah, that's your afternoon ritual. You're always in the tree hunting on a live stream. Okay. You said you're ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to try to move this new camera around with all these cords and everything dangling and still answer your questions, and y'all can watch Tiffany cook. So bear with me on this. You got your microphone back on?
I do.
All right. Let me see if I can get all this figured out. Y'all, I'm going to make you sick for a minute when I move all this around. That's the bad thing about running this DSLR. It requires plug-ins for the battery to run good. Okay, I think they can see the pan good enough. I'll give y'all some close-up shots in a minute.
All right, so if y'all missed it, here I am yelling again. Got to get used to this. We are going to do seafood linguine, and then on the side, I'm doing fresh asparagus. Let me get that butter out. That's enough butter.
Uh-oh.
I dropped it.
That butter's down there. And I'm going to try to read y'all's questions.
All right, so here's our asparagus we're going to start with in the wok.
Holy moly, that stuff's blowing up everywhere.
The water that was in the asparagus a little bit.
All right. Let's see what we got going on here. So Steve says your camera didn't shut down after 30 minutes. That's exactly right. It did not. So how do we want to do this right here? Y'all can kind of see the cooking, right? Maybe I can move the camera a little closer. I should have labeled tonight's live stream experimental live stream just to prepare everybody that it's going to be a little bit of a cluster here.
Can you raise it? Can you just raise the pole up, or is it as high as it goes?
And sadly, now I got to get that close, and I think that's probably too close.
Nope, that's good.
Is it?
I think so. All right, we're adding a little bit of cow camp to this asparagus here.
Oh my goodness, cow camp. And I don't even think Cash is on tonight.
He had to get off his daughter's birthday, so.
I guess that's a legitimate excuse. Yeah. We'll let Cash do that. All right, y'all. So how's that picture? I think y'all can see the food better. Wow. See, now that the camera's pointed this direction, you can actually see color in her face. That looks a little better. And Miss Lee says, yay, she can hear Tiffany.
All right.
See, we're slowly getting this thing figured out. So Eric wants to know when does firearm season open here. It is, I think it's November 4th, whatever next Saturday is. That's when it opens here. And that's when I want to try to start being ready. Because I'll just go out to the deer blind, and I'm probably going to take old Ruger with me since nothing seems to bother him. Gun, fire, nothing. So he can just go lay up in the blind with me. And if we have a cold morning, he can lay by the heater. But I have a major problem with the deer blind. We'll cover that in an upcoming episode. Something got me good, and I ain't happy about it. So We'll cover that here before long. So Logan says we need a mud boat ride soon. He went out today and it was perfect. Yeah, today actually wound up being gorgeous here. It started out overcast, nasty this morning, and about probably 1 or 2 this
1:30.
afternoon. She says 1:30
Because
exactly.
I looked out and was like, oh.
Yeah, I know. Now it's beautiful. We were going to actually go ride yesterday with a group of friends, and it was nasty all day long, overcast and just disgusting. So you're right. We do need to do that. So Miss Lee says she likes your apron.
Yes, thank you, Miss Lee.
I bet you do. Thank you very much. Let's see what I hear. So Mr. Jimmy said he had a 1,200 plus mile week of driving. Oh my goodness.
Yeesh.
Oh, that's right. They went to the Ark up in Kentucky. My mom and dad and sister and brother-in-law all went to that Ark. Was it last year or the year before? So I've heard all about it. So how do I clean the grease trap on the flat grill? All I do, since I built my own, I just pull the Blackstone forward, lift the grease trap up, and just go. Honestly, I just go dump it out in the woods, and I'm done with it. And go put it right back. And I kind of need to do that here before long, but I just checked it last week. It's still okay, but it just slides out and removes, kind of like the factory one. Except mine's just a little bigger. Let's see what else.
All right, so I'm cheating today with some fake lemon because my lemons were old. So
and because town is a long ways away, we're not burning $15 in gas to go get a lemon.
Yeah, so I keep that in the pantry whenever occasions like that happen. So.
And what was that?
What? This is garlic.
Yeah,
our number one ingredient that we put. I was getting there.
All right.
Our number one ingredient we put in everything.
Yes, we do. We love us some garlic.
So I'm just softening up this asparagus. Going to get it ready to pull out here in just a minute. And then we're going to add some cheese.
Good stuff. All right.
Got to make the vegetable unhealthy.
Oh, yeah. Miss Radmilla, vegetables, if you're still watching this, if you're still awake, I know it's probably midnight or later over there where you're at. Look, vegetables. We used to eat a ton of asparagus, but we honestly got burnt out on it.
Ruger's doing zooming.
I don't know if they caught him. No, they can't. Ruger is going buck wild, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
So eventually I'm going to get some streaming software. I think our internet is fast enough and good enough now that we're on that new cellular stuff to where I maybe can run multiple cameras, but I've got to play with all this. But there is a streaming software out there I want to figure out to where I can do a picture-in-picture and run multiple cameras. So I would love to be able to have a GoPro just set up toward the pool or where the dogs are playing, and then one with us cooking. So it's exciting that we're getting into all this stuff, a computer that can run it, better internet, so we can kind of make some of this stuff better. I'm tempted to pull the camera off right now, but I got cords everywhere, but this dog is going crazy. Yeah, we talking about you. So Ruger had him a blast yesterday. We carried him to our friend's big hangout barn is what it is. It's like over a 3,000 square foot barn. And we go there often. We had a big fish fry. There was probably 30, 40 people there, something like that. Several people brought dogs. So Ruger got to play with one other lab, a dog we call a coyote that really has mix of coyote in it. And what else was? We don't even know what Fred is.
Yeah, he's a mixture.
So Ruger got wore out. He literally played there till, oh my goodness, we left there probably 10 something 11. We stayed late, and he crashed as soon as he got in the truck. But he had him a blast yesterday, playing with all those other dogs. Oh yeah, I'm missing y'all's comments saying I'm just over here leaned up talking to y'all like y'all are sitting here eating with us. I guess that's the way it should be, huh? All right, so Jeff says a new shirt idea. Let's see, the caricature, I can't hardly say that word, of Andrew in front of his saw saying, let's go to work, but the cord is unplugged. Yep, so the unplugged saw shirt is something we have been kicking around
to do. To get some ideas together for some different things.
Yeah, we're going to run a few campaigns here before long. I just didn't want to hit up everybody right after launching a new merch line. We're not trying to pester y'all to death for some of that stuff, but there's been enough requests for that. I don't expect to sell a ton of those shirts, but there's been enough people that want it, that remember all that stuff that happened. We'll make one. And I got to remember to quit yelling at y'all. I got a microphone right here right now, so sorry if I'm blasting y'all's TV speakers and everything out. This is going to take some time to get used to. But it's a good thing. So Rusty says I should use OBS for streaming. I'll look into.
Sorry, I know. Got to do it.
She got to get that burnt garlic out of there, or it won't be no good for us. Hey, we just ordered her a wooden spoon though, so we're gonna make that a little quieter. Or at least I ordered it. I don't know if you know that I did.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, your wooden
Oh, the
wok
one.
spoon.
Oh, okay, good.
So you can do this on live stream and not
Cool.
scrape everybody's eardrums out.
Good.
Oh, let's see what else we got here. So Andrew, I seen where you asked Evan what camera he used. Yes, I did. So I have been watching their channel as I can here lately. I really love that's Country View Acres is who we're talking about. So I know some of y'all probably watch them as well. I really like his style of recording. I like his projects. I really relate to Evan and their programming. I enjoy it a lot. And he told me that camera that he was using.
I had to get my other
Hey, Chris. He told me
My
that camera that he
teasing
was
friend.
using was the new GoPro Hero 10. I was shocked at how good that picture quality was. I'm running older GoPros and they do great, but that picture that Evan got, especially on the opening scene with that turkey, I was just like, wow, that looks really good. So my 7 is wearing out. We got to get over all the expense shock of getting a new computer and a DSLR here. But eventually, I'm probably going to get me a GoPro 10 because that image quality looked awesome. And if any of y'all have not watched Country View Acres, go over there and check them out. It's an awesome channel, kind of similar content to us.
Got to get this going. So give it just
Okay,
a second.
Tiffany says I need to shut up so she can show y'all how this food goes together.
All right. So here is our seafood for our linguine. I'm going to add my scallops in first. So I did about a half a pound of scallops. I'm going to get some of this water off here.
Yeah, because that thing's going to pop up at you like crazy.
Yep. So this is going to cook pretty fast.
Woo! You just let me know when I can talk. I got trouble, y'all.
All right, so I'm going to saute these up and add my seasoning, and then I'm going to add my imitation crab meat too here in just a minute.
Yeah, no shrimp. All right, let's see what else we got going on here.
So I'm going to do my blackening seasoning here.
They said it was not too terribly loud with you scraping.
Good.
At least for Larry. Depends on if everybody else has their stuff. But Sharon says that gave her chills scraping the wok with metal. Don't worry, we got a wood wok spoon coming.
Sorry. It's okay.
All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. So Gail wants to know, do you know yet what Christmas decorations you'll have on the outdoor porch? So here's where you're going to call us Mr. Scrooge. We typically don't do Christmas decorations. Now, that's something we very well may start doing now that we have a new house and a kind of our own thing. We've never really got into the big decoration stuff in the past, not even really fall decorations, which is my favorite ones right there. So I really don't know, to be honest. The bug may bite us and we may do some of that stuff. I even wired plugs in the corners of the porch roof just for doing Christmas lights and things like that. We just have never really got into it in the past, to be perfectly honest with you. But that may change now that we have a nice new fresh home and you want to decorate and do things like that. So we haven't really discussed it, to be honest with you. We don't do the Halloween stuff.
Well,
And
we're pretty much off doing things at our other families, like his mom's and my brother's. So we don't even really do Christmas with me and him here. So I guess that's why we don't.
that
Really
might be a
decorate,
big
yeah.
reason why we've never got into it as well, just because, yeah, she's
we're
right.
never really here during Christmas.
We're really not.
Going to other people's houses.
I guess we are during the week, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see if the bug maybe bites us or not. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of the Christmas stuff in the past, I haven't got crazy into because I've said this before. How do I say this not sound like a Scrooge? I'm careful on the way we celebrate certain holidays because modern culture in the world and uh, business and shopping, this corporate driven world that we live in now, has made holidays what they're not even about. So hopefully that makes sense. So we've kind of been careful on what and how we do celebrate holidays because we don't want to get away from the real reason of the season, if you know what I mean. We hear that, and whether that be Thanksgiving, Christmas, or any holiday. So I don't get too terribly crazy on decorations and celebrating some of this stuff as well. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm not trying to sound rude with any of it. We want to make sure we're celebrating it for the right reason and right things. Now, with that said, we always decorated for Christmas and stuff as a kid. My mom still does. I personally, I'm more into the fall decorations, the pumpkins, the little sayings that you put around, the hay bales and stuff like that, because you can kind of run that stuff all winter. A lot of people go crazy with Christmas decorations and then take them right down or either leave them up till April because they didn't want to take them down, if you know what I mean. But like I said, I have actually set the house up for lights and things like that.
Not saying we won't, we will, but I don't know. We are never here. Oh, we just never got into it. So I'll just leave it at that. I know that sounds kind of weird. Let's see what else we got here. What else we got? Tell my sister. Everybody's talking about the ark up there in everybody says, don't worry about yelling. Country people are loud here too. I know, but I don't want to yell into a microphone, blow your eardrums out. Oh, what else we got going on here? Everybody talk about that ark. I have never been to it. I guess we're gonna have to go one time.
All right, I'm gonna add my imitation crab meat here. I just did a pack of the chunk crab meat.
No. Tell them that's snow crab
Yeah,
chunks,
snow
right?
crab.
That's good stuff. No.
So if I was doing this in a different way, I would definitely have done shrimp. But
Oh, she ain't got to fancy it up for me, y'all. I don't need $30 or $60 worth of crab meat in there to make me happy. That's for sure. This ain't no cooking live stream. This is just us hanging out. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so a lot of y'all understand what I'm saying about the celebrations. I'm in 100% support of anybody that wants to celebrate the way that you want to. Just there's certain holidays we're passionate about and we understand the real meanings for, and that's a lot of different holidays. And there could be some wild celebrations and crazy decorations. Let's face it, it's corporate driven, trying to get you to spend some money on a lot of that stuff. So we're just a little careful with how we celebrate and what we do. Like I said, hopefully that makes sense to a lot of y'all. It seems like a lot of y'all are absolutely understanding it. So Pat says, can you put an under counter light under the top Tiffany's cooking at? I cannot on this one because it is 100% flush. Over here, there's about 6 inches of room and you can. And I was actually going to put under cabinet or under counter lights on here, but I decided against it because, well, welcome to Florida, bug capital of the world, other than maybe Australia. Golly, y'all got some crazy bugs. And I got to thinking, do we really want lights on up here, attracting bugs flying toward your food? We actually want lights on away from here and bug zappers and all, attracting the flying moths and beetles and mosquitoes to get away from our food itself. So we tend to keep this area a little dim lit whenever we're cooking in the afternoons for that. And it sounded good in theory, at least. So I think I'm going to stay away from any lights up here for that reason. Let's see what else we got going on here. So Steve says you couldn't get snow or king crab this year if you wanted to. That's something we're finding out here, Steve. We literally live 40 miles from the Gulf Coast, and a couple of occasions we've tried to get blue crab, which is extremely common here. We just recently tried to get flounder for a fish fry. We couldn't get none of that, y'all, from fresh seafood markets. I don't know what the heck's going on. I've never seen a shortage in seafood like I'm saying. And then if you go to the stores right now, cheap frozen fish, like not quality stuff right now, going for $10 and $20 a pound. Heck, I can buy ribeyes cheaper than that. I'm going to have a ribeye then. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on in the market right now, why you can't get seafood, even saltwater fish around here right now. Everything's just impossible to get. Local markets don't have it, and price through the roof. I don't know what the excuse is for that one, but I see some of y'all are seeing that as well. All right. Equipment do so. Julie says, with all the new equipment you have, you need to do a second live stream this week. I don't know about that. By the time I get done working in the afternoons and Tiffany gets home late, you may see a live stream of us dozing off on you. That'd be hard to try to squeeze that one in. I won't say we won't ever do a second one in a week at some point. Very possible, but not right now. The person I can't get over how many live streams they do. I watch Stony Ridge Farmer. That guy does live streams like every day, it seems like. But he'll just be out random in the middle of the cow pasture and, all right, we're starting a live stream. We're about to do that. Dude does a ton of live streams. Him, Wrangler Star, there's quite a few people that constantly are doing live streams. I don't know how they got the time for it. I really don't. Heck, I do this for a living. I don't have time for that because I'm out there working on too many projects. Oh my goodness. Let's see what that's going to do. Well, so Robert says the real reason why prices through the roof, diesel's through the roof. That's very true, but the local fish market we talked to said there's just a lot of people not going out and catching it right now, and I don't know why. And it could be the diesel that they use in those big trawler type boats. But they said they just having a hard time getting it. So I don't know if fishermen are just throwing their hands up, if that market's just dying. I really don't know what's going on. It's really strange. But not really for me to figure out, I don't guess either. All right. Was it Miss Sharon? Plug your ears. She's scraping the pot again.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. You got to get that stuff out of there. That wooden spoon will be here before you know it. So Ed asked, have you or Tiffany ever thought of sprucing up your porch with hanging flower pots or anything like that? Yes. So that's 100% on the to-do list. We had hanging pots and all at the at our last house. So all back here behind me, this is that long side porch. We're planning on coming up this spring. Oh my goodness. Add this to my list. Doing like some little beds, garden beds right there, whether it be mulch or pine straw.
Here's my garlic herb butter I'm putting in.
Garlic herb butter. That stuff is
Mhm.
amazing. So anyways, we're
Making my
probably,
sauce.
oh, you got to do it real quick.
Nope, making my sauce.
Oh, okay.
You can keep talking.
So we're going to do flower beds and stuff all out here, and we'll start sprucing the place up. We just have not had time to dedicate that as a project. So I know it probably looks like we're doing a lot of things backwards. Like, why do we wait so long to do the stairs? We've only got a limited amount of time.
Wine.
Yes, wine. Third cup of Chardonnay. And don't worry, if y'all don't drink alcohol, that bowls right out. And then we buy those little bottles because I love cooking pasta meals and fish meals and Italian meals with wine. Absolutely love it. And a third of a cup, which is this right here, is perfect.
Garlic.
Garlic. I'll talk about the plants in just a minute. No, that's fine. You need to make your sauce before we burn it.
And a little bit more lemon juice, which I would have put naturally if I had it.
Oh, you ain't got to talk about it no more. They get over it. We ain't got a fresh lemon. It is what it is. And the frost killed the heck out of my lemon trees that we got last year when we hit 18 degrees here in Florida. Can I talk for a minute?
You
Okay.
go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So back to the flower bed. The reason we've done a lot of stuff out of order is we've kind of sat down a while back and prioritized our wants and our desires. Like we knew we wanted an outdoor kitchen right here, for example, before the loft and the stairs and all went in, even though it would make the inside of the house look better. But we're building this. This is our little dream home. We're building it as we go. We have to budget. We have to prioritize. We've literally got a running list of 30 to 40 things. And we're just slowly going through and picking them out in order and the way they fit in the budget. And the flower bed just didn't make it because I was trying to plant grass this year, get all that stuff watered in. But I think that'll be a good next spring project, along with whatever I'm going to do out there to get people off of our septic tank. I got to do some decorative area out there as well. May do rose bushes or a little fence or something. I don't know. Oh, that was a lot of talking about just a flower bed, wasn't it? Oh, well, there's still, I don't even know how many people are on. I can't see that stuff anymore. Oh, it says 183. Well, there's still 180 people listening to me ramble on. All right. Well, Wade says they can't hear the scraping. So scrape away, Tiffany. Do your thing. Oh my goodness. No tax on gas in Florida is over tomorrow. I didn't even know we had a no tax on gas going on right now. Yeah, that's what Kim said. She said that there was apparently no tax on gas put in right now. I had no idea. I wouldn't filled up.
To know.
So is tomorrow the last day, or is it officially over tomorrow and today was the last day? I'll go fill up my my trucks. I had no idea. I don't even know why. I don't watch news or nothing, y'all. I really don't. I don't keep up with any of this.
Nope.
I don't get on Facebook feeds. I just literally respond to comments and do YouTube and Facebook comments and talk with y'all. That's like my life. I got out of news and stuff a long time ago. So sometimes you miss some good things, but you miss a lot of junk too, which I am perfectly fine with.
All right, our sauce is about done here. I'm gonna add my noodles in now.
So, all she did was reduce that down, a ton of butter and that wine, y'all. Oh my goodness. If y'all don't cook with like a Chardonnay or something, you really should. The flavor it puts in, there's no alcohol if you boil it. It smells like you walked into an Italian joint, that's for sure.
Now, I know this looks like a lot, but we have been eating on these meals for days because we're so busy.
I get asked that all the
this
time.
time of year. So we'll eat off of it like 3 or 4 days in a row.
And I know we're probably making Miss Radmilla hate us right now. Look at all that pasta. And we really do not eat a lot of pasta. We used to.
We rarely eat pasta anymore.
We used to do
so
pasta every meal.
This meal is definitely a splurge meal for us. So.
And I'll get the camera off here in a second. Y'all may be able to see this better than I'm thinking, but all the seafood over there, this is pretty much just a scampi. I just wish it could have shrimp in it. Oh, I haven't had a meal like this in a while, y'all. I really haven't.
This is a special occasion, I
guess. And did you ever figure out did we have the biscuits?
No, I did not have.
So I know Cash isn't on now, or either maybe he jumped back on. I know he had to get off, but we was gonna do some. Oh no, I've just seen Cash up there. He says, I'm at the gas station filling up for the trip home. Well, don't be watching us on the ride home, or you can listen to us. But Cash, we were gonna do some Cheddar Bay biscuits with this right here, and I know that's one of his favorite things. and that would have went perfect with this. But we don't have any. We thought we did, but we don't. No big deal. I don't need the bread anyways. I know Miss
Cow camp cash. Putting more cow camp.
Yeah,
in.
cow camp. Cow camp alert. So Miss Radmilla says we need to plant some basil and rosemary. They repel bugs, and some lemongrass and stuff like that. I do plan on doing that. So I've actually was kicking around. I was thinking about this earlier today. It's funny y'all bring it up about these flower beds. I was wondering if maybe we should do some raised planter beds and actually grow herbs and vegetables out here and mix flowers in, so we can literally walk on the porch and pick lettuce.
Absolutely, because you know if we plant it out there, we're not walking out there to get it.
We absolutely do. I'm the one that does. I take care of them gardens.
I know, but I'm not gonna probably stop what I'm doing, go out there, pick some.
Well, we got to figure out how to make some beds look good with annual flowers that we can't move, and then still leave spots that will be dirt at random times, but at other times we can do vegetables and herbs in it like y'all talking about. I think that'd be pretty awesome to walk right out your front door and have that be decorative right there, and pick vegetables, or like I said, lettuce and a few other things like that. I think that's a good idea.
So this meal is pretty much done. I'm just gonna toss it all together here.
Yeah, let me show you all that. Let me get the camera off for that.
I cannot wait to taste this.
This fat boy can't wait to eat that too. Let's see if I got enough cord to get the camera over there for everybody. I got to run longer cords next week too. All right, so check that out.
All right, I got to taste and see if the flavor's right here.
I mean, it can't be wrong with all garlic butter and wine and everything else in there.
Here, look over here.
So scallops all in it. Fake crab, which still tastes good to me. What? And a plastic fork.
Well, yeah,
that ain't working out too well, is it? Uh-oh, that means it needs something.
Oh, a lot more garlic.
Okay, put it in there.
We love our garlic.
You cannot go wrong with garlic.
Let me add some more garlic here.
Pile it in there.
Oh, that one's not open. We'll add some cow camp.
Yeah, pasta usually needs a little salt too.
It needs a little bit more.
So that's the thing about the cow camp. It's got the garlic and it's got the salt too, if you need that. Which I'm not a big salt person, but there's some meals, like pasta and things like that, that absolutely need it. So one more look.
I'm gonna add a little bit more blackening, and then I think it'll be perfect. For us, we just like a lot of season. You can do this exactly however you want if you decide to cook this.
Let me get this zoom back out.
And I know this is a heart attack meal right here with all this butter, but we are splurging. We don't ever do this.
And y'all, honestly, looking in that bowl, we'll probably get 6 or 8 meals out of that. Okay, no, I lied. We'll get 6. Because I'm going to get a decent plate of that right there, no problem. Oh, I grabbed your phone to read comments.
All right.
Mine's already over here.
So we're all done.
All right. Let's see here. Did we miss anything?
Oh, I did. I missed cheese. I was just going to add a little bit of Parmesan, which we can top our own. We'll just probably top our own. That way.
It's good as is.
Yeah, we'll top our own. How about that?
I was wondering if I had the camera where they could see it, but y'all have done seen it.
I don't know. You flip the screen, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you're right. But hey, there you are. So they can see you right now.
All right.
All right, y'all. So I guess we're going to wrap this up. Hey, I'm going to call this a success. It was kind of all over the place, but the new camera didn't shut off. The software didn't go bad. If y'all say y'all like the microphones, y'all can actually hear us now. So we'll do some more adjustments as far as the image quality goes. I'm going to try some new software next week. So like I said, y'all may see a surprise live stream pop up. And eventually maybe we can get it where we can run a couple cameras, one looking at the fire, one looking at the dogs, one while we're cooking. So this is just a start right here. So thank y'all, all the people that were extremely generous tonight. And again, our Amazon people, honestly, are the ones that just bought the camera and laptop for us. We thank y'all so very much for that. We really do appreciate it. And thank everybody for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. It means a heck of a lot watching our videos. Y'all are truly making a dream right here possible. And we love and appreciate all y'all. So I guess with that, thank you very much for cooking. I can't wait to dig in. We will catch y'all on next week's live stream. Good night. God bless. Y'all take care. It's going to take me 14 minutes to cut this thing off. So y'all just keep looking at Tiffany while I figure out how to get over here and cut this off. And good night, everybody, because I know y'all can still hear me.
Oh, I didn't show my asparagus at the end. Oh well.
You're still live. Actually, oh, I should have left